to Nick Lenz's DVD review. This is episode number 6. And in this episode, we're reviewing The Blob, I think this is 1988, I believe this is. Yeah, the 1988 remake. This is actually not that bad, a movie. Now, unlike the other movies, I'm not going to spoil the plot. It's just basically just a government experiment, basically, that apparently brought down to Earth. And, of course, the bad guy in the movie is completely paranoid, and it's a black guy. Go figures. They couldn't think of anything else. They put in a paranoid black doctor who created this thing, who wanted to use this thing against the frickin' Soviets. Though by the time this movie came out, one small problem. The Soviet Union was collapsing. It had not fully collapsed. It started to collapse around this time. Of course, the following year, the Berlin Wall fell, then the Soviet Union collapsed, so forth. And then, of course, 2 years later, Germany unified. This movie is kind of a Cold War era movie, like kind of the first movie was, but basically a whole bunch of people gets eaten by this thing. And this guy here, this character right here, a guy who's a biker, though I don't know why the fact he's wearing a button-up shirt for, who's probably the smartest guy in the movie, and yet no one takes him seriously. Heck, the sheriff does not take him seriously, and yet he's hanging around with his daughter, and the fact her boyfriend got killed by this thing. And, 1 second. Oh. What? Okay. I'll be back in a minute. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. I'm back. I had to let the cat outside. I had to let a cat outside who got in the house. Anyways, do I think this movie is good? It's not bad. I've not seen the original yet, but this movie is not that bad. The movie to watch, though it's kind of violent. Though I do give credit for that much from some of the kills in the movie. Oh, I forgot the father, not the sheriff. The sheriff gets killed. Or in the movie, he gets killed by the Blob. He kills a whole bunch of people in this movie, and this guy is so smart. He actually drove a freaking ice truck, and he tried to ram this thing. He tried to blow some ice into it, and the only way to stop this thing, because the road's so freaking big, is they blew up the ice truck, basically while the Blob is surrounding it, turns it into ice cubes, and then the other guy, who actually gave him the tools to repair his bike. This guy is really smart. He actually he told one of the people, get a dump truck.
Keep me awake. You got walk down that quickly?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to the bank and the storage unit, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Could you unload the dishwasher well now, please?
Okay, Dad. Sorry about that. I had to get unexpected rush from my dad. Anyways, of course they have all the ice cubes basically mixed with the Blob, though one part of it does survive. Apparently this preacher gets a piece of it, and he apparently is trying to start a new Blob, implying there's going to be a sequel, but there was not going to be. But they take the ice cubes, basically with the Blob stuff, and they put it into an ice box. A smart move. And that's all just this movie. One woman gets killed by the Blob surrounding a toll booth, and then he breaks right through and absorbs her. I mean, they kill a whole bunch of people. They kill pretty much almost all the guys who work for the government in this movie. Yeah, They even tried to shoot this thing. They even fire a freaking grenade in there. Heck, they even tried firing a bazooka at this thing to try to stop it. And everybody said, let's just kill this thing. But no, the paranoid black doctor just wanted to use it as a freaking weapon against the Soviets. I am so happy the Blob ate him. He is probably the most despised character in the whole movie. The guy's a freaking liar. And yet the biker guy, who has a very good alibi for some of the kills, is basically the guy who's turned out to be the hero. I can understand the guy is a biker. Okay. But why the heck is he wearing a button-up shirt for? Okay, it makes no sense for him to wear this dang thing. Okay, the jeans are one thing. But a white button-up shirt that you don't wear a tie with, you have him wear that? That's kind of the only real complaint about this movie. At least some of the characters are really smart. And though when the movie kind of starts, they kind of do blame him for a couple. They think he's a killer because he spent time in juvie. Okay, I give him credit for that much. Yeah, they try to keep an eye on him. Of course, it's typical. The guy basically was released from juvie. I can understand how the cops react to him. There's nothing unusual about that. And the fact they arrest him, though the sheriff's department's got like, what, 2 people, and the Blob eats both of them. Yeah. But at least they don't blame him for every single kill in the movie. The sheriff is smart enough to do that. He releases him. The deputy's kind of against it, but they have no evidence to hold him at all. So they release him. No problem. Okay. This is a good movie. Yes, it's not that bad. Why I want people to watch it? Yes. But as long as you're 18 or above to watch this movie, because this might scare little kids. Oh, there's also a parody, something called Garden Tools Massacre. This stupid slash movie they put in there. I've never heard this movie before, but and apparently the girl basically kind of falls in love with him. The hero of the movie, okay, and he tries to skip town. At least he's smart, and he's the smartest character of the whole movie. Heck, her father even helps out her. I mean, the characters are really smart. They're written very well. Though the Black Doctor is not the only character that's really not written very well. But all in all, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. The only reason why I think they star up because the villain was so stupid. It wasn't the Blob. The Blob was main villain in the movie, but the main human villain was a paranoid black government doctor. You have that as your villain. Okay, and he's one partially created this thing, and this thing was created by a freaking satellite dish. Okay. And that's it. The Blob is a weapon instead of being a freaking alien. Okay. That's it. That one. Next time. Bye.